Okay, guys, this lesson is on constructions using a compass. So a note to the students, you're going to need a compass and a straight edge to complete this lesson. So if you don't have one, please get one, you guys. Otherwise, this lesson is impossible otherwise. And you might hear my fire popping in the background. It's a cold winter night in December. So I have our fire going on right now. So anyways, it is a school night. Okay, let's graph B, which is 4, 0, and A, negative 6, 0, and connect them to form line segment AB. Okay, so B is going to be right here at 4, 0. A is going to be over here at negative 6, 0, and then we're going to connect them to make line segment AB. Okay, so there's line segment AB right there. All right, and then so the second part is use a compass. So we're going to use this compass over here and draw a circle that has diameter AB. Okay, so this length of this diameter is 10 because it's 6 to there and 4 to there, so it's 10. So the radius is 5 because the radius is half the diameter. So if I drew the center point right here, the center point would be like right about there, okay? That would be the center right there. And then so if I took this compass right here and move this up here, now I'm going to probably make a few mistakes in this lesson just because I don't know how to use this compass too well on this program. But you put the pointy part right there at the center, and then you open your pencil so your pencil lands right on right there, okay? And so that's going to be my circle right there. So let's see if I can get it just right. Okay. All right, so there's my circle right there. And then so notice the pointy part's right there where the center is. And the pencil goes right there out at one of the endpoints, and then you can just draw a circle. Okay, so here's a circle, goes all the way around right there. Pretty slick, huh? Okay, so now we've done that right there. Now I'm going to shrink up this picture and move it up a little bit right here. Okay, so I just shrunk it up and moved it up. Let me move this out of the way right here. All right, and then section C says, now draw a straight line from the top of the center of the circle to the bottom, from the top of the center of the circle to the bottom of the circle. Okay, so from the top of the center of the circle to the bottom of the circle. So I'm going to draw this, and it's called a diameter right there. So I'm drawing that diameter right there. Okay, and then we're going to take that diameter and we're going to put the point of the compass on the intersection. So let me since that's a little bit smaller, let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so we're going to put the point of the compass on the intersection of the bottom of the circle. So I'm going to put pointy right here, and a line that creates a second circle that has, okay, so at the bottom of the circle where this line that we drew, we're going to put pointy right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put pointy right there. And it says, I'm going to go back to my instructions over here. So it says, and a line to create a second circle that has the same radius. All right, so what I'm going to do is make another circle that has this same radius. So I've got to go and it said to do it way down at the bottom of the circle where this line segment did. So I got to close it up. Okay, so there's the center of the circle right there. And let me just get a little bit there. Okay, now it says create another circle with this same radius, and it starts right here at the bottom of the circle where this line intersected it right here. Okay, so here we go. Going to make another circle right there. Okay, you guys with me right there? Let me move this out of the way a little bit. All right, so we have that right there, and then now we're going to draw line segments where the circles intersect to each of the centers of the circle. Okay, so here's a center of a circle right here. Here's a center of a circle right here, and we're going to draw line segments from these centers right here to where these two circles intersect, right there and right there. So I'm going to draw a line segment right there, and then another one right there and right there. Okay, so here we go. There they are right there. All right, now look at those triangles right there. Those triangles are special kinds of triangles. What kind of triangles did we make right there? Well, they end up being equilateral triangles because this little piece right here equals this little piece right here equals this little piece right here. All three sides are equal right here. In class, we're going to use our rulers to measure those, because it will give us the same equal lengths right there, but I can't do that on this video right here. But in class, we're gonna measure these right here. Okay, so they're equal right there, so they're called equilateral triangles. Okay, that was from our lesson a couple of lessons ago. All right, so now let's go ahead and construct an equilateral triangle. Okay, so how we construct an equilateral triangle? Well, we just did right there. We just made two of them. But all you need to do is start with a segment. So make any line segment right there. And then the second part is this, you guys. Whoops. Now we're going to use the segment lengths as the radius. So you can see I already have that up there. So I use the segment length as the radius right here. And I got to make the radius. Okay, let me get that color blue right there. Okay, so that's blue. And we're going to stretch this out and make it the segment length right there. I already did it, I just didn't erase it right there from when I did it before. Okay, so then, oops, I've got to put it back there and grab it down here. Okay, so then we're just going to go right there, and then we're going to flip it over and do it from this side over here. Okay, let me turn it upside down. Okay, and then we're going to just draw this segment right here. Okay, so that's all we're going to do is just draw this next segment right there. So that's how you make an equilateral triangle. So we use the segment lengths as the radius of a circle. Now if I kept going all the way around, I'm not going to, but if I kept going all the way around, it'd just make this whole circle right here. Okay, there would be a circle over here. And if I did the same thing from this side over here, there would be the same circle over here. So it was this one that we did right there, but we only need the top piece. But there's a circle on this side also. I don't want to do it, but there would be a circle. So the circles have the radius of this diameter right there. Okay, so to make an equilateral triangle, you construct a line segment, and then you make an arc on top from both sides. You got to put pointy on this side and put pointy over here on this side, and make an arc, the opening of that line segment. And then what you're going to do is we're going to connect those, connect the segment endpoints. So this endpoint and this endpoint, we're going to connect them to the intersecting arcs right up there. So I'm just going to pick up a straight edge and connect them right up there, and we've created an equilateral triangle right there. Okay, and equilateral triangles, if we had a protractor, and if I have enough, we'll measure these angles in class. This should be 60, this should be 60, and this should be 60. And these lengths should be the same lengths also, no matter how big your first segment was right here, as long as you opened up your compass so it was the length of the segment and arced it on each side up above. Makes a nice equilateral triangle. All right, okay, and the last one here is we're going to construct the perpendicular bisector of segment PQ. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and I think I still have it there, I do, we're going to make an arc above and below the segment that's over half the length of the segment. Okay, so you got to make sure that your compass is open over half the length of the segment. So you put pointy right there, okay, and then I just did it over half the length of the segment. Just make sure it's over half. If it's not over half, they won't intersect up here. And you just draw a semi-arc, whoops, up on top right up here. Okay, so you just draw a semi-arc on top on that side, and then you do it down here also. So you can go through the line segment if you want. I choose not to, just to keep it a little bit cleaner. So, and then we take it over there, and then move it over here and do the same thing. Okay, and then where these arcs intersect, you guys, is we're going to connect them up here shortly. So you can see I've already done that. You can connect them. I mean, you'd make a circle over here, and you'd make a circle on the other side, you know, if I did that circle over here. But we're just interested in this part right there. That's all we're interested is in that part right up there, where the arcs intersect right there, and where the arcs intersect right there. Okay, so we're going to connect those intersecting arcs with a line. So there it is, connected with a line right there. And what that line has done, it has made a perpendicular bisector. It makes a nice right angle. We'll measure that in class. And it bisects this line segment, which means that bisect means it cuts it right in half. So this piece right here is going to be equal to this piece right here. And this little dude right here is going to be called the midpoint. All right, you guys, take care.